What's going on YouTube? Mr. Wheels here once again, welcoming you to another gaming video. This is part 5 of my career with my player Marty Ferguson. I said in my last video that was part 5. I got rejected by the Raptors and cut after the 10-day contract with the Raptors in the last video. But I got picked up by the Timberwolves, so I actually ended up deleting a video that was going to be my home debut with the Raptors, but considering I didn't stay with them, I didn't see a point. So I hope that you would enjoy my home debut with the Timberwolves instead. And this is episode 5. So like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the game, guys. You know, I'm actually happy to be on the Wolves. I don't think they're as deep of a team as the Raptors were in terms of established starters, so hopefully I'll be able to crack this lineup instead of trying to make the Raptors lineup. Let's get into the game here.
The Timberwolves look to take charge here at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to Miami. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
Ooh, Garden Vince Carter.
Rufus checked in for Gasol. And Allen subbed in for Zach Randolph.
Well, certainly a story here at the Target Center is the ongoing $100 million renovation to the building. Split 50-50 between the team and the city of Minneapolis. That's great news for Timberwolves fans.
So on the floor for Memphis, Conley and Allen are the guard set. Rufus out there with Tayshaun Prince, and it's Carter in at the
so good.
Prince with a screen on Rubio. Carter kicks to Prince. Now the dish to Conley. Shoots a three. Allen shot is off.
And you look at the long list of improvements for the Target Center. Lobbies, box office, renovated locker room, new clubs and gathering areas. Seems like they're getting great bang for their buck.
Ferguson, the pass to Dang. Dishes it to Wiggins. Pocket 6. Rubio with it. Conley picks him up. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Allen. And guys, it can be tough to see teams pressuring cities for new arenas. It's nice that the Timberwolves can stay put and still get those improvements.
Absolutely, Kevin. You know, this building is good bones, a great location, so it's a pleasure to see the transformation they're making here, and we're already starting to see some of the results there.
Here's Ferguson. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his
Can't buy a bucket.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
And that is good. That's 7 points for Prince.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now here's Wiggins. 11-point game his last outing. Connects on the foul one jumper.
Start hitting a few of those mid-range shots. They can open up your whole game.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Conley up top, covered by Rubio. Rubio against Conley. Allen with the screen for Carter. Shot clock at 6. off the screen, and another basket for Memphis.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
Well, great sign, because after that poor first quarter, now they're playing better offensively, and they have the lead.
Vince Carter in his day, one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, a superstar in Toronto, one of the all-time great highlight reel dunkers. Those days are behind him, but he remains a very valuable and at this point, maybe even underrated NBA player.
The drive by Allen. Conley dishes to Kufis. Hunter on the wing. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah.
Well, he was aggressive in offense. He had 3 steals in that game, remember?
Yes, yeah. From 11 feet away. Jump shot is good.
He needed that assist.
6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Looks like he's finding his touch now, because the shots are starting to fall.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work, but there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Anthony Bennett's checked in for Jack. And so we wrap up the first half.
So not a great first half by any stretch.
Okay, let's get it together, guys. We're not that far out of it, and it's not going to take much to get this building going again. Listen up. Firstly, our offensive output in the paint was really encouraging. But that being said, let's make sure we don't get too one-dimensional in the second half. I want us getting points from the inside and out. Also, we have to establish our long-range game. The three-pointer is something we have to lean on if we're going to come back in this game. We could use a fast start to this half, and we can get it if we're quick in transition. Let's always be looking to start the fast break. We're facing a team that does a lot of things well. No surprise they gave us problems in the first half. Now it's our turn to show them what we do well.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Excellent game we've seen from Mike Conley. He has 15 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
It's go time. Check in. I'm on it.
Alright, I need a big performance
here. From the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one made. Young is out there with Chang. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Levine, and it's the shooting guard. So that's the Timberwolves spot. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Money's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Conley gets to Gasol. Back to Conley. He feeds it to Gasol. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
Yeah, 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West.
You need that, Leo.
Fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Gasol setting the pick for Conley, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Now, tough call there.
Drawing the foul.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
And the Timberwolves making a substitution now for Minnesota. Tony Turioff is checked in for Gorgie Dang. Anthony Bennett comes in for Thaddeus Young. Chase Budinger is checked in for Wiggins, and Money subbed in for Levine. Allen's checked in for Memphis. Lee comes in for Vince Carter. Here's Ferguson. uses the glass to finish the win.
Last season, the 7th and 8th seed in the East made the playoffs with worse records than the 9th and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure reduces travel, but in the age of chartered flights, you could argue longer traveling distances are much less of a concern, and I would say amen to that.
6 to shoot. Conley against Williams. No good from Lee. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Here's Ferguson. Allen with the rebound.
And guys, I think the biggest advantage to a so-called top 16 playoff seeding is that it would possibly make for a more competitive finals. It's a playoff series that garners international attention anyway. You want to make sure that the last two teams standing are truly the best in the NBA. And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
Here's Money, covered by Lee. From 11 feet away. Good, he hits the jump shot. And here is Conley. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win.
Well, guys,
And this one was such a lopsided victory.
that wasn't a great debut score-wise for the team, but compared to my games versus or with the Raptors, it was a much better performance. Only 4 points and 2 assists, but it's better than nothing. And trust me, in some games that I had with the Raptors, I had nothing. So I'm a little bit more relieved to be putting some production together for the Timberwolves.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm just going to see if there's something after this video. It was a poor performance and C+, but you got to start somewhere. Just want to see if there's something, a cutscene after this. Once again, I'd ask you to please comment, like, share this video, and subscribe. Could really use your support. Hope you enjoyed the video. And there was nothing. Alright guys, so that wraps it up. I will see you next time. Take care.